WWE fans, welcome to the Backstage Jabronis. We are the number one tag team in all WWE media, otherwise known as Daniel Snyder and Jeremy York. We want to welcome everybody to the show. I don't know why I'm being weird tonight. I'm saying all kinds of crazy stuff. I am hyped up. I am psyched up and ready to talk WWE. So, as always, how are you, bud?
Always good. Thought I was gonna be off tomorrow, but we got inventory coming up, and he's like, "Hey, you think you can come in tomorrow for a little bit?" I said, "Yeah, I'll come in for a little bit."
Yep. I will be busy tomorrow too, and not necessarily what I want to do, but to help somebody out, I traded slots with them, so that person is welcome, and it's going to make my weekend more chaotic. But we'll talk about that at the end, because my goodness, are things chaotic here at Impact Media, but not as chaotic as this King and Queen of the Ring tournament. They have flipped this thing upside down. They clearly don't listen to us as far as the tournament. But there's been some fun matches. Coming into it, we knew that Obafemi had won his match against Penta, Solo, and Carmelo Hayes.
So
Um,
you should have more than one point though, because Javon, I thought you picked Javon as one of your people.
I did not.
You switched it up because I remember
I
you
went.
saying
I
it in.
went around him.
Oh my gosh, because I remember we were talking about it. You were going to go ahead. Ah,
Okay, well, we'll get to that in a minute. But and then also we know Io Sky had already won if you beat Roxanne Perez, which Roxanne, we got you. This is a Roxanne friendly show. You are welcome here
yes, it is.
anytime. We
Roxanne's my
know you are
favorite
the
next to
future, and
Liv.
you might be the present. But also Julia digging the new look, and Last Legend always support a hometown hero with that one. So you want to do the men? You let me rephrase that. You want
I'll
to
do the
talk about
man.
the men or the women?
I want to do the man. We could start off. I mean, we know Oba, like you said, we knew about Oba. Let's go
Yep.
to who Oba will be facing in that four-way. It was between Trick, um,
Braun, Dom, and Priest.
Braun Breaker, and Damian Priest, right?
Yep. So think about it this way. All right. We obviously know who won. If you're watching this show, there's a good chance you do too, but let's talk about it anyway. Let's talk about it, right? Uh, so if I said, hey, the main event of Saturday night's main event, or I think it's going to be Sunday night's main event when WWE comes back to Atlanta in August. We'll talk about
No,
that later.
it's not gonna be. Is it gonna be in August? I thought it was gonna be
September.
in September.
September.
Yeah,
It's early
September.
September, I think. But
Yeah,
anyway,
September 16th.
so if I said the main event of that is Obafemi versus Damian Priest, would you watch that? Would you be excited by that?
And this is gonna be crazy. I wouldn't because I just don't feel like they collide good. That's not a good collision there, in my opinion.
Right. I think it's a clash of styles, and I don't think it's going to work. And that's not an ode to
Yes.
the former employee there. So all right. So what if I said Obafemi versus Braun Breaker?
I think that'd be interesting because that would almost be like a Oba versus a younger Brock Lesnar.
Shorter Brock Lesnar, and that's
Yeah.
nothing. I think that would be the difference. Is can Braun make up the height difference? Because beyond that, they're probably both equally as wide.
Yeah. I think
All
it'd
right.
be an
Well,
interesting match.
what if I said Obafemi versus Trick Williams in the main event?
Trick Williams doesn't have a bad match, and I think
Not lately.
it'd be the most interesting two entries in all of WWE. Like the crowd wouldn't be able to sit down because they'd do and then next they'd be saying whoop that trick.
Yep. That's
Oh,
the way the
what
chant
the
would go. Like this side of the arena that would be like, let's go Oba or Oba Femi. And then over
And the
here
next one
you'd
would be
get
whoop
whoop that
that
trick.
trick.
And it'd go back. It'd be bananas.
I think it'd be great, and it's something that we're going to see down the road.
Absolutely. But what we are going to see, as the lone pick I got right of the what four we made, more than that, of the eight we made.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen tonight.
True, true. Dirty Dom Mysterio is going to face Obafemi in the next round. Now, like I said, it's Sunday night made or Sunday night, whatever. That's way too far away. It's not going to happen there. But basically, the semifinals on the top or the early side of the bracket,
I think it's
Obafemi
great.
versus Dominic Mysterio. And let
I
me let
love
me
it.
say this one thing. Oh, I do too, because I want to hear your take on this, and then I want to actually hear what else you have to say about it. So Oba made a good point this week. What better thing or what does the ruler need than a crown? So you got the ruler who's going to face the king of the luchadores. We've got king versus king going on in this. So we're not gonna make a pick yet because or is it going to happen? Is it going to happen before we do another show?
Actually, it's happening Monday night.
Okay, so we'll make a pick in a minute. So king versus king. These have to be the favorites to win this thing anyway.
Who? Okay, so on the other side, you've got Javon, and who are the four that's competing tonight? Yeet. Okay. LA Knight, of course.
Royce Keys and Finn Balor.
Okay. But so before we talk about the Oba and Dom, let's look at this now that we know who won that top one. Now that we know who he's going to be going against. I
Well,
mean,
and
because if you look at
I
Oba,
will allow if you're good with it, then I'm good with it. And I don't know that I necessarily would do it yet, but if you want to change one of your two picks now that you know that the winner's going to face Javon Evans, I'm good with it. Unless you just say, nah, leave him.
I got LA Knight and who? Jay Uso.
Yep.
I'm sticking with those. I mean, I I think Finn Balor versus Javon would be very interesting,
Oh, yeah.
but to me, it just doesn't make sense. And this is where I'm confused. Royce Keys already won the Battle Royal.
Yep.
It doesn't make sense to put him king of the ring. They're not giving him no kind of push.
No, they're really not.
So him versus Javon also doesn't make sense. So let's
No.
go back. The only this is, and I hate to say this.
There's no, if you say maybe Jay, there's no heel in this match.
Well, that's what yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. Also, but I'm looking at style now. The
Yes.
only style that makes sense against Javon is Finn, and I hate that because if you look at story, this is how I'm breaking it down. Royce does not make any sense. Style is Finn, story is Jay, deserves it is LA Knight.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
I'm breaking it down. So are they going to go with style and let Finn win this? But then you got to look at the bigger picture. We got to look at the bigger picture here because this is what I'm thinking. Dominique beats Vimy. Finn wins, beats Javon, King of the Ring, Dom versus Finn. Change my second to Finn from Jay. I just talked myself into it.
So you got LA Knight 1 and you got Finn Balor 2, right?
Yeah, I can't change it off LA Knight because that's my guy. I feel like if anybody's going to win, it's going to be LA Knight. If I could change my winning the entire men's bracket, I would change it to Dom. But I'm not going to do that because I didn't pick Dom as one of my two, so that's just not fair.
I did.
Yeah. So we can go back and talk about the Oba and Dom. I think Dom
Yeah.
wins. And I think Dom's going to win by either one of two things going to happen. Brock Lesnar. Either that's going to happen or Dom's got a whole crew of people that can help him.
He's got a stable of thoroughbreds that are ready to jump whenever he wants.
And I
They
think
do it
they're
all the
ready.
time.
they're ready to push. I think they're ready to push Dom to the moon. But and it's like, and, here I am. I'm trying to look 2 months ahead, 3 months ahead, in a manner of event at SummerSlam. Whoever wins this tournament will face whoever the champion they choose to face. So now I got to do that.
So who's going to be the
Dom,
champions at that time? Is it going to be the ones we still have?
and which one would Dom face? Dom wouldn't go after Roman. He would Cody. Is Cody
He
going
don't
to
have
still
a
have the
death match.
title?
But Dom
And
Dom
also,
and Cody, oh, that's now you open up a possibility of Cody could lose that.
I think so. Okay, now let's flip the script. Oba wins. But see,
Okay.
you can't. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense for Oba to win this because he has a whole nother war
Well,
that
see,
he's in.
well,
That's
he does. He does have the Brock thing, but let's move the Brock thing aside. Let's throw a blanket on it for a second. If Oba wins, he's the polar opposite. I'll give it to Cody. Oba Femi versus Cody Rhodes is probably pretty good, but we want to see the
we've already
tribal
seen.
against the ruler. That's what we want to see.
But and if you want to be honest, that is a great SummerSlam match. Damn,
Yeah.
did I just talk myself into that? I might have just talked myself into that because between now and SummerSlam, he could win the King of the Ring, finish his Brock Lesnar thing, and set himself up for a match against Roman.
Yeah. There's
Where
room for Oba to be very busy, but to do all of that if he really wanted to.
yes. So that makes sense for both of those. I could see that. Okay, let's go on the other side.
Okay.
Javon Evans did not make sense. Still doesn't make sense. I don't believe it. I don't believe they're going to make him King of the Ring. I don't believe that he's going to go after a title. It doesn't make any sense. I don't. It doesn't make sense. Him versus Cody. That's stupid.
No.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Him
And him
versus
versus
Roman.
Roman, if you just absolutely do not like Javon Evans and you want him out of the WWE in 6 months, put him against Roman Reigns. Roman will
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
bury.
I don't. I see Javon should be going after the IC in the United States right now. He is not world heavyweight champion material yet.
I'd like to see him in a
And
tag team.
I think that would be neat too, but with who?
I don't know. I'd just come up with that, and I'm starting to think. I was like, who would I put him with?
Dragon Lee?
Or Royce Keys. You got the
That would be
flyer.
that
You
would
got the
be that would
muscle
be
guy.
interesting.
It'd be
That would be
different.
interesting. I agree. That would be interesting because you got one power and one speed.
Or forget Dragon Lee. What if you did Ray Phoenix?
I think it'd be interesting, but I want to see Ray and get with his brother. Even though they've done it before, I'd like if Ray's gonna get in another tag, or if he's gonna get in a tag team, him and
Yeah.
Penta. So now on the other side, if Jay wins, that sets up Jay versus Cody. That's kind of what they're trying to do. But if Jay wins the match, that four-way, I see LA Knight causing him to lose the next round.
I can see that because the way he called him out this past week.
Yeah. If LA Knight wins, you know what? If either one of them win, Javon just might get an automatically skip to the next round because the other one's going to interfere. I hate that. If Finn wins once again, I just think that makes sense. If Royce wins, it's stupid.
So what if Jay and LA basically eliminate themselves in this one? They take each other out, and that's when Balor gets the win, which makes the only sense left at that point.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. Is what I'm thinking. That's what happens.
And then Finn is going to do a great job of making Javon look really good, but Javon's still not going to win, but he's going to really be able to go, no, I can shine the kid up. I'll make him look like $1 million, and then I'm going to beat him. I like the Dom versus Finn thing. I think that's the perfect way to culminate this.
And not only that, they've been kind of pushing Finn in a manner of he deserves another title run. Is
He
this
does.
how he's going to get the title back? If he does win, does he go against Cody? Or does he go against Roman? That's something else we got to look at.
I think
Because
him
we know who
versus
Dom's going to
Roman would be the
face.
better match, but him and Cody would be more interesting, I think. Because I don't think he beats Roman. Once again, Cody's the wild card to me. He's the one that could potentially drop it to some of these people.
This is what I'm thinking. But this is what I'm thinking. Remember, we're looking at the big picture here. Come SummerSlam, Gunther is going to be the world champion because that's how the Brock Lesnar match is going to happen. Gunther and Cody still have another match. That's happening tonight,
And
actually.
Gunther, that's SmackDown title, right?
Yes, Gunther and Cody are facing each other tonight for the title.
Okay. Well, Finn Balor's on SmackDown, so Finn versus Gunther at SummerSlam.
No, Gunther versus Brock. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's why I'm saying Oba could beat Dom and face Roman at SummerSlam.
Which is they say their second biggest show. I think it's their third. That's not a bad way. That's a main event, if not a co-main event. It's one or the other.
Well, the SummerSlam match, I mean, the King of the Ring will be the main event. The male King of the Ring is going to be the main event of one night, and the female is going to be the main event of the other night. Brock versus Gunther is going to open one of the nights, possibly open the night that the woman closes.
Okay. All right. So you changed off of Jay as your second. You still got LA Knight 1. You got Finn Balor 2. I'm sticking with Balor 1 and Jay 2. You said you like Dom over Oba. That's tough.
I've talked myself out of both of them.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm going to say.
You've been around me too long. You talked yourself out of the right answer, probably.
If Finn wins, Dom wins. If Finn doesn't win that, Oba wins. That's what I'm sticking to.
So if you had to make an official pick right now, because I
I'm
do think
riding
it is
LA
happening
Knight.
on Raw.
I'm riding LA Knight, so I'm saying Oba.
Okay. Because I'm going King of the Luchadores to find some way to pull that off. Maybe Brock costs Oba the match.
That's what I was. That's what I'm thinking. That's mine. Mine's gonna be Brock causes them to lose, or his whole squad. That's why it's so
Or all of
weird.
that.
It's all of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is
Show
such
where it takes
right.
7 people to take him out.
Right. Well, it took 7 F5s. Right now, WWE's got a good job with this bracket because you don't know. You just don't know what they're thinking.
Right.
Let's go to the women's.
Yep.
We know Liv's got the first spot, and who do we know who she's facing yet?
No. She faces the winner of the one tonight.
And who's wrestling tonight? I know Jade's down there. Wait! Don't tell me! Don't tell me! I remember Jade, Charlotte, Tiffany, and no, Jade, Charlotte. So no, yeah, Tiffany. And is it Tiffany? No, Jade, Charlotte. It was 2 others that don't like each other.
Yep. Well,
Give me a second.
I don't know that they like or dislike each other, but
Who's the other 2?
Sol Ruka and Lyra Valkyria.
Okay. And I picked Lyra. And who was my second?
Jade.
Which makes sense on both of those. Since so now that we know Liv won,
Yeah.
Lyra's looking more like, actually Charlotte's looking like a possible there.
She kind of is.
But I don't see Ruka winning this.
She might.
But I'm saying it would be beautiful to have the world champion going against the intercontinental champion to see who gets to go to the finals of the Queen of the Ring.
Right.
So I think it would be really neat.
But I think Liv is about a 90% lock to be in the finals.
So that means I see, you know what? And they said this on the last episode of SmackDown. They said Jade is the defending Queen of the Ring, which she is. So
She is.
I'm gonna stick with Jade wins this. Even though I said Lyra first, and I like Lyra, but I think um, switch them. Put Jade as my 1 and Lyra as my 2.
Okay. Because my 1 is Lyra, my 2 is Sol Ruka. I'm going to stick with those two. I like those two,
I
especially
like
going
that
against
too.
Liv.
I like that
I
too.
don't think it's just like in the first one. I didn't think Becky was going to win at all. That's why my picks were Chelsea and Alexa, just to be different. In this one, I don't think it's Charlotte Flair at all.
Nor do I.
I can make an argument for Jade the way you did, but it's either Lyra or Sol to me.
So who's on the other side?
Io Sky, as we said.
And Roxanne.
Yeah, and no. Raquel.
Not Roxanne, but Raquel.
Yeah. The other way, you got a point.
I think Raquel wins that.
You think she beats Io?
And I think it's going to set up a Raquel versus Liv.
As much as Roxanne is trying to do that, and boy, she is starting to really be fun. I think she's actually she's gonna somehow have something to do with Raquel not winning.
I mean, think about it, because this is they're slowly trying to separate the group. They're trying to break the group up.
Well, one of them is. One of them's trying to separate the rest of the group.
I'm talking about WWE. WWE's kind of trying to break that group up. And how what's
why,
better
man?
than
it's kind of like the bloodline. It's like it can keep going. This thing is like rebranded and it's like different, and you can swap people out and like.
But what would be more?
This is like a 5-year storyline.
Yeah, but what would be more beautiful than Raquel versus Liv for the Queen of the Ring? And then Raquel wins and challenges Liv for her title.
Yeah, that's. I didn't think about that.
I just wrote the storyline,
which is why they're not going to do it.
Yeah, you're right.
But that would, especially if Roxanne helped Raquel win, because I think Liv is going to try to make her lose. I think she's going to try to manipulate it, and Perez is going to undo whatever she did. I think this is where you're going to start to see Liv and Roxanne kind of start side-eyeing each other.
So I'm telling you, I'm seeing it.
And I don't think they're going to disband that group. I mean, I think it's still going to be Dom, Liv, JD will probably stick around.
But that's it.
It may just be the trio.
There you go. So who you got over there?
On that side, man, the problem is Raquel is facing Io Sky, who is one of the best wrestlers they have. She is friends with Rhea Ripley, which helps her a lot too, because you get benefit of the doubt even more. And how can you have Raquel beat Io Sky?
With Roxanne's help.
I like I said, that Liv tries to semi-sabotage it, and she'll play it off like she was trying to help. And Roxanne will be the one to actually cause Raquel to win. Huh. Um, as much as I like that, I think we put too many layers into that onion. And I think this is more of an orange. I think you just take the peel off and eat the fruit. Give me Io Sky wins that. Io versus Liv is going to be really fun because I gave away my pick on the other one that I don't care who wins the other match. Uh, I think Liv wins that one. Liv's in the final.
So who you got? EO versus Liv.
I got a couple weeks to figure that out.
Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Well, only because no, in case it does happen, I'll leave it. I'll leave it where it is. So who you got?
With who?
Do the Io versus Raquel.
Raquel. I'm saying I've got a Queen of the Ring championship. I mean, Queen of the Ring match is going to be Raquel and Liv, and then as much as I mean, Raquel wins it all, and then she faces Liv. I've talked myself into that. I
And
really wanted
Perez may be the reason why Raquel wins.
I really wanted Liv to win it all, and then challenge Rhea for
Both belts.
SummerSlam for both titles. I think that'd be
Because
really neat.
especially
A female
Rhea could go, wait a minute, you're not just going to walk in here and just challenge for mine without putting something up. Your belt's for my belt.
and somebody's walking out with both titles. So I mean that'd be really neat.
Maybe.
But yeah, I see Raquel because I just I talked myself out of that. That's why I say Raquel wins it all because sounds great, but we've seen the Liv in Rhea Ripley a lot, and it just wouldn't make sense for her to be on both shows like that. It just we
Right.
got too big of a too
Oh,
many
that's why,
females.
like I said, if it was belt for belt, it's going to end up in a DQ or a count out or a no contest, and they're going to each keeps their belt. Unless there's this
I
thing,
still wouldn't like that.
indie people, that, especially in Georgia, I know they do it other places, but Georgia, there's a couple promotions that famously will put two or three people in a match where at least two of them have belts, and it's multiple falls. It'd be like the first, This is the first fall is for the SmackDown belt. The second one is for the Raw belt. So
They
there's
did that in
sometimes they
WWE
swap
back in
belts.
the day. Yeah, they
Yeah,
did that in WWE and WCW back in the day.
yeah. Here in Georgia, they've been doing it a bunch lately. It's pretty fun.
Okay, well, I guess that's our queen king. Right? Oh, shit, I'm tired. That's our king. I'm so tired.
I
That's
am
our
too.
queen and king.
Yeah, yeah. We'll give further picks, even though we simply did already. Next week, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, anything on SmackDown stick out to you other than I mean,
Um,
some in particular did to me, but I want to see what you say.
I have to remember. It's me trying to remember.
There is somebody in the very beginning stages of getting a massive push that he should have got years ago.
Oh, who was talking about?
Chad Gable.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
This
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah.
redemption story. Him making all the wrongs right. Him apologizing to all the luchadors, and Ray going, "Man, it ain't on me." And everybody, he's having to go to almost every one of them and go through almost a gauntlet of apologies. Where I mean, even Dragon Lee was like, "Look, as far as I'm concerned, we're good, man. You know, I'll see you out there."
And then he came out there and he saved Ray.
He did,
Um,
and
yeah,
hand him his
yeah.
mask back. That the
I'm
ultimate
loving.
redemption.
Who was it? The Miz and um
He was on the phone with Kit
Danhausen.
Wilson.
Yeah, and the Miz and Danhausen still having their thing. Who's up under his who's that up under the thing?
Well,
I think that's gonna be neat when that pops up.
it's probably going to be something ridiculous, but it's going to be funny.
It's gonna be Braun Strowman as Frankenstein like that.
He's talked about maybe coming back for a minute.
I know.
He's got to quit
So I
eating all
think,
that food first.
man,
I saw like 10 minutes of that show, and I was like, I've seen this show a million times for other people, but to see him do it, it's really fun.
Mark Henry was on an episode with him this past week.
Oh wow, the Mark can eat some food too.
Yes, he can.
What's thing do? Okay. What else was there? Anything? Now we do know Alexa Bliss is injured right now because Tiffany Stratton took her place in a 6 woman tag that they had to drag somebody into to even it up. But also that's another thing. What has Tiffany been doing?
She was in the Queen of the Ring match though.
Not Tiffany.
No, Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, that's where she got hurt, I think.
Okay. And
Um,
Tiffany Stratton, I seen Tiffany Stratton was on there, had a little beef with Jade, and I mean I feel like when it comes to all of them, they don't know what to do with them right now.
they don't.
They're trying to figure
They
everything out.
they got to sort this tournament out, and then they're going to kind of see where the chips fell and kind of go from there. Because we still haven't seen the debut of Blake Monroe, which the more vignettes I keep seeing, the more excited I am. Because I keep remembering what she did in NXT, and then that sparks the memories of what she did at AEW. And she's going to be one of my favorites out of the gate just because I know what she can do, and she's fantastic.
She's going to be beefing with Tiffany though. I do that. I do see that because she keeps talking about Tiffany of
Or
every one of her
Chelsea.
vignettes. I see with Tiffany because she keeps talking about how she looks like her and all this stuff. I mean, it'll be interesting.
They should team up.
That'd be a nice tag team.
In
I
fact,
agree. Let me drink my water.
put Chelsea with them, and that trio can face Fatal Influence, and they can face Jade group there. You put a couple little trios together, and that's fun all of a sudden.
They're going to do with the women what they did with the men back there in the Attitude Era when they had like all those groups. You remember when you had the Nation of Domination and you had 8 Ball and School in the Apocalypse, whatever they were, and then you had DX and you had
Los Boricuas.
yeah, and
That
you
was Savio
had
Vega.
it was all you had the who were the Mexicans that came down on the lawnmowers? What were they called? It was Juventud,
And it was Psychosis, and it was
Psychosis,
oh god, what was the other one? Um,
the short pudgy one.
oh, no, that's not Ultimo Guerrero. That's Super Crazy.
Yes, super crazy.
Super Crazy. Man, that guy was nuts. Not
Oh,
just
he was
because his
super
name was
crazy,
Super
bro.
Crazy. I mean,
I thought he was super crazy.
like that guy, you look at him and you're like, I don't know about this guy, and then just you're like, is he ever going to stop moving?
I am super. I'm crazy.
I am super crazy.
Super crazy. Yeah. Ah,
Um,
the good old times.
I think that was pretty much, yeah, that was pretty much SmackDown. Raw. Oh, you know what? Alexa was in a match. What? Oh no, she got injured during that match. I think. I don't know why she wasn't on SmackDown then. It's kind of weird. But oh, I think Dawkins is hurt because we're seeing Montez and Seth finally pair up a little bit, and it's a pretty now that Montez is bought in. I really dig the pairing.
Of him and Seth?
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's more of a I don't work for you, I work with you, and
With you.
Seth's like fine by me, bro. Come on in.
And here we were thinking that Seth and Braun, we were done with that. Braun said nope. And he's the one that stopped Seth from winning that 4-way.
We need to be done with it though for a minute because they both
I
need to go do
agree.
something else.
I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
And Bronson Reed's lost a lot of weight. I don't know if you've
he
seen that,
did. He's lost almost a Braun Breaker.
which is going to be interesting.
Hey, that means
And
he's
I've
going to
heard
move
rumors
even
that
faster. He's going to be crazy.
CM Punk might not be coming back.
I read something earlier to the contrary. Very soon they're going to be not far from Chicago. Be a great time to see him come back.
Well, I hope he does come back because I like CM Punk.
Sure. And
But
I
yeah,
also have seen multiple reports that another member of the family has been seen at the Performance Center recently.
Zilla's been doing a whole bunch of stuff. I've seen Zilla where one dude was doing a video says we've seen them all. We've like a little YouTube. See, we've seen them all. There's no more. I'm glad. And then Zilla comes around and said there's still more.
Oh, there's a
So
lot more
I'm
coming.
yeah, there
But no,
is.
I
I'm
wanted to give
excited.
you credit too because you've been calling this Zilla 2 thing for like 6 months. And like, I don't think we're close. I don't think he's signed. I mean, they're not going to have a problem. He's not going to violate any contract. If he come down and checked out the Performance Center, if he come down to work out with his family or what, I get that. But having him in the building makes it one step closer.
I mean, I figured if I talk about it enough and eventually happens, I look like a genius. I
Right?
did kind of mention I did call the evil thing. I just thought he was gonna come at a different time, but I did mention evil was gonna join.
I had a pretty good idea he would.
Yeah. Considering his woman is potential queen
Which
of the
I did
ring.
not know until they announced that they got married like 2 years ago. I had no idea that the two of them were together. So good on them. But then again, New Japan doesn't have they may do female now, but most New Japan's never been big on female. It's usually All Japan and Noah and all those that do Stardom and all those things. Um, Fatu, I like that he is saying he doesn't fall in line under the Usos. He falls in line beside them. He said, I said that I would honor the tribal chief, my tribal chief, not you two.
Yeah, Jay was like, get him, Jacob. He said,
And he goes,
and walked away.
like, nah, I'm out. And then he
I
tried to
love
get
it.
in his
I love
face
it. I
and
love it. I love it.
he's just like, nope.
So I love it.
Other than that, oh, I got to give Tala Tonga credit. They really tried
He
to
was
showcase him,
great.
and he showed off in that
Yes.
match.
I
He's good.
didn't know he was that good.
I've seen him wrestle probably 30 matches in New Japan of all different kinds. I've seen him in tag team, in group. I've seen him one on one. I've seen him in the G1 Classic, the Cup, and everything. I've seen him against all kinds of people, so I know he can do all kinds of stuff. But to see WWE kind of go, you know what? You're not going to win, but go kind of show out, man.
He pretty much ran that entire match. He was
He
in
did.
control 90% of the match.
He did.
And they didn't have him lose, right?
Yeah, Javon covered Ricky, I believe,
Yes. So
which
they
is
made
somebody
sure
who
not
could
to
take
make him
that
look.
one.
Yes, Ricky was the only one that could take the loss. It made no
I can
sense for
see Ricky
Seth.
partnering up with somebody. Like somebody's going to get in his ear and go, "Why do you keep doing this? You think you're not good enough? Why?"
What about the Miz? The Miz and Ricky
That's
Saints?
who I thought of.
I would love that.
That was the first one that I was like, and you kick in Kit Wilson too. Once again, we could see a lot of groups of trios put together, and that would be a fantastic one. Or
Trying to get
what
my
if
SmackDown
what
loaded
if
up. It's just taking a long time.
what if Ricky joined up with Seth and Montez?
I, I mean, maybe in a year or so, but not right now because Ricky is shining as a
Oh,
heel.
I know who it is. It's somebody who we haven't seen since they basically let or fired the rest of his team. Needs to be Ricky Saint and Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
I like that team a lot. Like Grayson go, you think you're having a bad day, mate? They fired all my friends. They kicked them out. All mine are gone. I got
Who are you
one
talking
who's a
about?
champion with some. He goes, I got one former partner who's a champion with Braun Breaker, and I've got two former partners that aren't even allowed at the company picnic.
Who were his other two partners?
The New Day.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
And then him and Austin Theory were a pretty good team, and they split them, and Austin Theory got kind of bumped up to the Vision. So he's kind of he got shafted for a minute. They fired all of his friends and promoted his former friends. And he's still on the roster.
Trying to
But,
get.
but Ricky Saints and Waller could be a fun team. They do pretty well.
And they're both good on the mic, and
Yeah,
people, and you love to hate them.
yeah. But SmackDown starting in a couple minutes for people who, well, it's probably already started, but for people who are
Yeah,
watching this,
I'm
you'll
trying to
know
I'm trying to get it
when
loaded
we're
up.
recording.
I'm trying to get loaded up on mines.
Um, so yeah, we'll see Soul versus Lyra versus Flair versus Jade. You'll see Jay versus LA versus Keys versus Balor, and maybe some of the things we talked about.
And also, guys, we're about 2 weeks away from the next PLE, which I believe is Night of Champions.
Yep.
Those of you that haven't already participated in
Our pick
the
challenges.
opportunity, the challenges. Let's not forget that we do have Kilo versus your brother
Yep. Jared. Yep.
versus Kilo's brother, right? Didn't he win the number one contender?
I believe so. That sounds
Um,
right.
yeah. So I mean, Kilo, it's a triple threat match because Kilo gets his rematch. Your brother's
Yep.
defending his title.
Yep.
And in the number one contenders, you had Danny pulled away with. So let's see how this happens. It'll be interesting to see.
I know Trilla
Also,
wants
but
back in. He has finally understood when I say turn in your picks on time. So he is very much wanting to do that. I will just once again just want to throw that disclaimer out there again that only one person on our show has defended the belt that they won, and it's the person currently with one on his shoulder. Doesn't mean I'm about to not lose it again because boy, this tournament's going sour real quick for me. But what do you got going this weekend? Anything big?
I'm going to be at Target in Noonan. If anybody wants to make your way out there tomorrow, which is
Yeah, he's gonna
Saturday,
be
which will
doing an
probably be
autograph
today.
signing.
I'm doing autograph signs. You have to catch me in the back because I'm back there trying to get us ready for inventory. Inventory, and I don't know if you guys know this, but at a retail store,
It's the most fun thing you
the
can do.
the size of Target, it is. Now, when we do inventory, we count every single item in the store. We're going to be doing inventory on Tuesday.
Mm.
So if anybody's interested to see what that looks like, you will see
You can apply at
more
target.com/job.
slash careers, but you will
Oh,
see
career. Sorry,
more.
my bad.
It's okay. You will see more people, more Target employees at Target than you've ever seen in your life. We have 70 that don't work there that's going to be showing up.
Wow.
70.
See, and I got to give Target
So
credit.
on
This is
Tuesday,
not
if you're
because you
coming up
work
there to
there, but like Target is one of those places that I can't say when you're like, oh, well, you'll see more people than you normally see there, and you go, oh, like four. It's like no. Every Target I ever go to, I see like 20 employees every time I go in. It's one of the best places I've ever seen to actually have a bunch of people that are accessible.
but we also do suck at having people up there checking people out. We try, hey.
I'll give you that one. There'll be
But
like two lines in customer service open, and there'll be 17 people on the floor.
Yes, we're always walking around greeting you, saying, "Hey, how you doing?
Right.
Can we help you find
You're
something
trying to
so you
help
can
you.
stand
You're
up
trying
front
to
for the
help
next
me find
25
what I'm
minutes
looking
waiting to get
for.
checked out?"
I'll wait to pay for it. I mean, you help me find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's guaranteed. We will help you find what you're looking for. Oh
But
boy,
that being said,
yeah.
tomorrow
Don't
night
let that title.
I will be in Calhoun, Georgia, which is a hop, skip, and a jump for me. It's a giant leap for mankind for you, where NAWA Ring Champions show will be going on, where you will see things like former NXT / Evolve star Draco Stark, who I believe is from Dalton, Georgia. He will be facing the aforementioned Skrilla the Great, and the winner of that becomes the number one contender to face the winner of the Wanted Man Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, who is facing uh, my good buddy, the faithful one, and the only one, Alexander Lev, for the NAWA Heavyweight Championship. So that the card is ridiculous. I mean, it's an all-star card if there ever was one, of all kinds of heavy hitters. And then Sunday, if anybody happens to be in the greater Cedartown area, which fortunately for me is a lot closer than Calhoun is, Honor Code Wrestling at 7 p.m. at the Rec Center
Yeah,
in
see, that's close.
Cedartown. Uh, that is, yeah, 7 p.m. Honor Code Wrestling is going to be there. Come see me. Come see the more important superstars there. I keep getting promised that some interesting things could happen. So if you're near one of those shows, go check them out. And if not, search around. Somewhere near you, there's going to be a local show. Go check it out.
There always is.
Always is. But I believe that's everything. So we're looking forward to talking more about the tournament next week. We'll be slowly getting into the way Night of Champions is shaken out. And maybe we'll start lining up some guests because there's some fun stuff coming up.
Oh, also, just for the record. Oh, never mind. Well, I guess we could talk about it. It's been added. June 27th is going to be Night of Champions, but the
Yes,
very next night, NXT has added. This is the first NXT PLE to air on the CW in the United States and stream on Netflix internationally. It will be the Great American Bash. So yes, we are WWE, but what WWE wouldn't be what WWE is right now without NXT.
correct.
Um, so the Great American Bash. I don't know who's going to be facing each other there yet. I'm pretty sure you'll see Evil. Uh, he made a
Probably
champion.
Tony D'Angelo. Those two will probably be facing. I
As of
think
right
you'd
now,
I think you'd like
yeah,
Tony
as
D.
of
I
right
think
now,
you'd like
it's
him.
Tony D'Angelo versus Naro Evil. It's
Naraku.
Lola Vice versus Kendall Gray
Ooh,
and Miles Bourne
yep.
versus either Jackson Drake or Tavon Heights.
Tavion High.
Tavion Heights, yeah. It's gonna be one of those two.
I hope it's a triple threat because
That's probably what
each
it's gonna end up being.
each of those three brings something completely different to the table. Miles Bourne is like a mini Randy Orton at that early age.
Yeah,
He's
he looks like it.
pretty pretty good. And the crazy thing is, he's like 2/3 deaf, or he might be. I know that. I know he has hearing impairment, and that makes what he does even more crazy. But if
Interesting.
you're not watching NXT or you want to know more about NXT, tune in to next week's episode of Strong Style, which I promise you will be back on regular schedule. At least I hope it is. And that's where we talk everything but WWE and indie. We talk everything else TV. It's on there: AEW, NXT, TNA. Maybe we sneak some other stuff in if I just found time or found where it is on TV. Uh,
Don't get used to
Shout
that
out.
title. You've only got it for 2 more weeks.
Oh, I've got this for life. I got it in my will. It's going with me. Besides, I don't think anybody around me wants it. So
I'm taking it in 2 weeks.
right now you're in a losing battle with that fly.
Yes, I don't know what his problem is. He's trying to see what we're doing.
By the way, side note before we do get out of here, there is a Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast where he does live commentary of him versus a fly, and
Huh?
it it I'll have to find it and send it to you. It's hilarious and it's great. He puts that fly over
Oh,
like it's the best one ever.
for the record, Night of Champions is where the King of the Ring tournament and the Queen of the Ring tournament will be ended.
That's what I thought. When you said SummerSlam, I said, man, that's far out.
Well, no. Well, SummerSlam is going to be where the winner of each will face the champion.
Yep.
So, also, we'll say this and we'll be on our way because something did just cross my mind. Something got me real excited. I've already mentioned it before, but
Probably will.
Enzo Amore
Oh yeah.
has been around in the Performance Center, been around WWE. There's strong news that he might be returning. Um, I think Enzo and Ricky Saints would be a great tag team. Um,
Yeah.
I think
You
I
don't think
think
they'll bring
Enzo
Big
just
Cass back?
actually that's been rumor also. Big Cass, they've been in talks with Big Cass. I just feel bringing Enzo back would be the smartest thing anyway. I'm a big Enzo Amore fan. That's one of the guys I would love to meet because I feel like me and him would get along great.
I'll have to send you some interviews he's had with other shows, and
I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple on YouTube. I know he's a bona fide G or a stud, a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't change that or some shit. I know some shit. A bona fide. G.
his name's Enzo Amore, and he's a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach
Yeah,
that,
you can't teach that. Yeah, certified G and a bona fide stud. You can't. Yeah, and Big Cass, he's 7 feet tall,
and you can't teach
and
that.
you can't teach that. Bada boom.
Realest guy in the room.
Rip.
Want to know how effective he is? We're repeating his line 5, 6, 7 years after he was fired.
Long.
Fired,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
wrongfully
almost gonna say
fired. Wrongfully fired. I'll stick with that.
yes,
Wrongfully fired. He got
yes.
set up.
Yes, he did. And it's longer than that. It's been longer than that.
Has it
It was like
really?
in 20 it was like in 2018. It was before COVID. He was gone before
I thought it was. Yeah, yeah, it's true. True.
because this was back when they had the light heavyweight title and stuff.
Because Big Cass went to TNA for like 2 years, and then he went to AEW. Yeah, been a while. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
let's go watch SmackDown
All right.
because we can sit here another
I'm
two
down
hours
with you.
for stuff that apparently we've all heard.
I know, for
But
real. For real. I'm trying to get my
but
junk to set up. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. It's kind of wonky on this side too. We're gonna do some analysis once this is all over. Maybe drop a Randy Savage elbow from the top on it. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. But for my tag team partner, Daniel Snyder, I'm Jeremy the Impact York. We will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us on the Backstage Jabronis, the #1 WWE media show in all the land. We'll see you guys next week. Deuces, gooses.